Well, Halfmilesniper here. Today we're back on the range. Kind of a partly cloudy day. Sun's starting to poke out. And today we're going to take another try of the 153 grain A tips with Retumbo. See if we can get any performance out of them. It's been a while since I shot the prior 153 grain A tips with Retumbo, and I don't remember exactly what they did. So I don't know if I'm changing the charge up or just trying to overcome maybe a bad day. I don't remember. But I'm going to shoot 5 groups with the 153 grain A tip today. And we're going to see how they do. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. So we will be starting at 54.5 grains of Retumbo, then we're going to shoot 55, 55.5, 55, 56.0, and 56.5. In fact, I think that's the same exact charges. So I'll have to go back and double check. I'll put something up here on the screen if it is, whatever the change is. But we're going to try them again. And just so you know, that hole is already here in the cardboard. That's not a bullet hole. Target camera is going to be here. Let me get it started and we'll get back to the firing line and we'll commence the shooting. Alrighty, target camera is running. Target set up. We got, five dots. These are kind of bright green. And again, these are 1-inch dots. I got to hunt around and find some more of the 3/8 inch dots. I wish I could just buy like a roll of the 3/8 inch dots and nothing more. But compliments of viewer Bill. He sent me a packet of dots a couple of years ago. Had a lot of dots in there, and they've served me well. Thank you, Bill. Okay, we'll get back to the firing line, get the camera in the stand. We'll get started and we'll make some noise. Bring y'all right back. Alrighty, we've got our magazine loaded. Both cameras are running. Magazine's loaded with the first charges of 54.5 grains of Retumbo. We'll get the chronograph set up. Chronograph is set up. One quick shot of accuracy juice. And we'll get to shooting. Those green dots are very bright green. I see them all the way back here. Don't want to forget that. Wouldn't be the first time though, would it? Okay. This will be 54.5 on the left-hand dot. .46.3. And today we are shooting Hornady brass with a Winchester large rifle primer. .56.57.8. .2638.8. Now, a couple of surprises there. Looks like a decent group. And it's almost point of aim, point of impact. A 3-shot average, 2647.6. Extreme spread, 18.9. Standard deviation is 7.8. And I remembered what it was. Last time we tested this, we had really, really wonky velocities. Like, we had really wide extreme spread, and then the charge went up, but the velocity went down. If I remember correctly, that's what it was. We'll see if that continues. But that first group actually looked pretty stinking nice. And we are going to continue with 55.0 grains of Retumbo, pushing the 153 grain A Tip. $27.25.8. $27.78.6. Well, that seems to be doing what it was doing before. That felt like a short stroke. It was. $27.47.9. At 23-shot average was 2750.8. Extreme spread 52.8. Standard deviation 21.7. And an ugly group. But that was quite a jump in average. That half grain gave us a full 100-foot average increase on our average. And the barrel's warming up. So we will probably have to let it cool after this run. I mean, it's warm. Okay, we are set up on the chronograph. This will be 55.5. 55.5 grains of Retumbo. Pushing the 153 grain A Tip. 55.5. Here we go. .55 is in direct alignment with my GoPro downrange. Ooh. Be safe, little GoPro. $27.71.2. $27.74.7. And that felt like a short stroke again. It was. It's not the ammo, that's the shooter getting slack with the bolt. Okay. $27.80.7. Okay, the 3-shot average was 27.75. 75.5. Extreme spread 9.5. Standard deviation 3.9. And we're going to let the barrel cool on that one. And I'm going to run down and check that target camera and make sure it's still running, because not the last time out, time before that, when we were shooting the copper bullets, battery shut down for no reason. Also, we're shooting these behind copper without cleaning. So let's go see what's happening.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, well, ran down there while the barrel was cooling. That first group was pretty stinking impressive. I think it's going to be a 0.4. The next two look pretty ugly, and they're both stacked kind of diagonally. Oh well. Let me get a shot of accuracy juice, and we'll continue on. 56.0 grains of Retumbo, pushing the 153 grain A Tip. In this somewhat warmer weather, the velocities are a little more they're increasing in a normal rate instead of up, down, up, down. So, again, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, that it was the velocities were all over the map. Okay. 56.0, which now, based off the last couple of loads, should put this just at or over 2,800 feet per second. $28.30.2. $28.29.1. $27.97.0. And again, kind of a diagonally stacked group. But our average is 28.18.8 with an extreme spread of 33.3 and a standard deviation of 15.4. And I think our big change, besides the weather, is the fact that I'm shooting Winchester primers this time. Previously, I believe I was shooting CCI primer. Chronograph is set up. Last group, 56.5 grains of Retumbo, pushing the 153 grain A Tip. Did that? Nope, that didn't short stroke. $56.5. $27.52. That's a huge drop. That was a short stroke. $27.61.0. $27.38.3, and oh, there it is. Looks like it's in the number 5, the 0.5 number 5. Weird. Don't know why that happened. Okay, well, our velocities drop back down, which is exactly what Retumbo was doing with the A-tip last time. So our average dropped back down to 2750.5 with an extreme spread of 22.6 and a standard deviation of 9.3. Yeah, not real pleased. But we'll run down there. We will go get that target. We'll measure it out and see how it looks. So that is weird. I'm almost 100% certain now that the reason I retested those was because the velocities were up, down, up, down, up, down. We were increasing at a regular steady rate, and then at 56.5 we went all the way back down to 2750. Don't understand that. And nothing got out of order because I load a charge, I seat the bullets, they go in the ammo box in the order that I load them. I don't load all the cases, then put all the bullets. I just do I load the cases with the charge I'm working on, seat the bullets, put them in the box, and keep a map. Oh, no, it didn't hit the 5. Huh. Okay. Let me turn this one down. Good, it was still running. $54.5. Very nice group for $54.5. 55.0, 55.5, 56.0. All three of them. Then when we get to 56.5, our velocity came down to, I think it was same that we had at 55.0, but it shot back to a group, and it's going to be just a little over an inch. But I thought this wide spot here on this 5 was the bullet hole, but it was actually right here. That might be a keeper for the rest of the A-tips that I have, which aren't many. We'll see. Let's go back and measure this out. Okay, with our caliper set to bullet diameter of 264. Now we'll be able to measure and get a center to center group size without having to do any math. 54.5 gave us a 0.429 inch group. Not too shabby. And point of aim, point of impact. So this was like, what, 2650 feet per second, gave us under a half-inch group. First shots behind copper. 55 jumped 100 feet per second, went to a 1.27 inch group and shot a diagonal stack like that. 55.5, 1.23 inch group, diagonal stack. 56.0, a 1.29 inch group, diagonal stack. 56.5, our velocity dropped back down to 2750 and gave us a 1.008 inch group. Center to center. Yeah, Retumbo and A-tips don't seem to be working. At least for me. Unless I load them at 54.5 and run them slow. They seem to shoot okay there. But maybe that has something to do with following a copper bullet. Maybe it made it shoot better. Yeah, that'll wind some people's up. Well. Yeah. Other than that 54.5 grain group running slow at 2650, everything was at an inch or over. The 3 groups in the middle were all an inch and a quarter-ish. The last group at 56.5 was, for all practical purposes, almost exactly a 1-inch group. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play with the A-tips anymore. I've got maybe 25 of them left. We'll see. We'll see what I think I'll do. I'm not real impressed with them and Retumbo. I don't think I've shot anything other than that 0.4 inch group this morning. I don't think I've shot anything with A-tips that was worth writing home about. But you don't know till you try. And yep, try we are. What's funny is the barrel's warm, the chamber's cool. Interesting. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. I really do. Thanks for watching. And as always, I want to remind y'all, carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. Constitutional carry stick, get a CCW in ways you may travel. Might come in handy. If national reciprocity goes through, that'll be a big game changer. If the Hearing Protection Act gets through the Senate and gets signed by the president, and they can make the 9 states that have outlawed suppressors unoutlaw them, we'll be able to do some quiet range time here in California instead of having to wait till I'm traveling out of state. But don't want to get off on any political rants right now. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. I really do. Thank you for watching. Like and comment and subscribe and Just for giggles, verify your subscription's still active. If you're new to the channel, feel free to click the subscribe button, because it helps me. And best part is, subscriptions are free. So with all that being said, thank you so much. Remember, y'all stay safe. Keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.